Surya-namaskars. Starting beginner variation. Feet together, palms together. Release, let it go. Inhale, up and back. Breathing out, forward bend. Left leg not too far, knee touching the ground. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, cat pose up. Breathing out, hunch. Neutral. Down dog. Left forward. Forward bend. Inhale, up and back. Straighten, release. Continue up, down, right leg, downward dog, cat pose up, cat pose down, neutral back, down dog, right forward, forward bend, inhale, up and behind, straighten, release. Continue up. We're now going to Namaskar 1, forward bend down, left foot all the way back into your plank, to the mat, knees, chest, chin, chest up, cobra, hips back, down dog, left forward, right knee touch, forward bend, inhale, up and behind, straighten, release. Inhale up, exhale down, right leg back, lift the knee and plank, down to the mat, knees, chest, chin, chest up, cobra, hips back, down dog, right foot forward, forward bend, inhale, up and behind, straighten, let it go. Now we'll still do Namaskar 1, but this time try and come a little higher up on the cobra. All right? So a little higher. Push with your arms a little bit more. Feet together, palms together. Release. Namaskar 1 again. Up. Forward bend down. Left leg back. Plank. 8 pointed. Now nice and slow. Flat on the ground. Inhale, chest up slightly higher than before. Exhale, down dog, hips back. Left foot all the way forward, right knee touch. Forward bend, folding over, and breathing in, up and behind. Straighten, release. Last one for the day. Up, down, right leg back, plank, knees, chest, chin. Flatten the floor. Inhale, chest up. Exhale, downward dog. Right forward, forward bend, and breathing in, up and behind. Straighten, release. Wonderful stuff. Okay, so no standing postures, but in a way that's not completely true because we will start off with the lunges because our first module is the back bends. Let's just do a few lunges, and while they are standing postures, well, you got the back knee touching the ground, so maybe they're not. Let's just do them anyway. Starting off with the low lunges. Breathe in, fold over, step back into down dog. Right foot all the way forward, back knee touching the ground. If you like, point the back foot, hands on thighs, sit up, arms up, and a little bit of a curve if you can manage. Only if you can manage. Remember, we're just starting out, so there's no need to go too deep. Wonderful. Arms straight, hands down, and into the plank. Hold the plank. Down to the ground, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Left foot all the way forward, right knee touch. Turning the back foot if you prefer. Hands on thigh, hands up. Maybe you even got them together and go back just a bit. Try to put more weight on the front leg. So push your hips forward. Straighten up, hands down, and plank. Waiting in the plank for a while. Slightly rounded shoulders, making sure that the belly is engaged. Breathe in and down to the ground. Knees, chest, and chin. Inhale, cobra, chest up. Exhale, downward dog, hips back. Right foot all the way forward, back knee touching the ground. Now, first things first, point the back foot. Now remember, you're going opposite hand and leg, okay? Bend the left knee, right hand goes back and holds the foot and try and pull the heel close to butt. Now go really slow with this. You can also keep your hip up initially and then move your hip forward to be a little more gentle with this. It's quite strong in the quadriceps. Beautiful. Release the pull, release the foot, and go plank, straight line. Down to the ground, knees, chest, and chin. Inhale, chest up in cobra. Exhale, hips back in dog. Left foot all the way forward, right knee touching the ground. Right knee bent. Left hand reaching back, grab the foot. Now you can cheat this way. You can get your hip back initially and then push everything forward if you feel the need to do that. Basically, just be really careful. and release. Let it go into your plank straight line. Down to the ground, knees, chest, and chin. Inhale, chest up in cobra, and you'll find that the cobra is getting easier every single time. Exhale, down dog. Right knee all the way forward. Right knee, not the foot. So you're sitting on the heel over here, back knee touching the ground. Lean forward initially, and then maybe come up onto your fingertips. And now, if you like, walk your hands back until you're sitting almost vertical, so you're not leaning forward anymore. And maybe this means that your hip has come off the heel. That's also cool. Arms up, fingers interlocked, elbows bent, look up a little bit. Try and keep your upper arms close to your head. Do not spread them out. Elbows do not flare out. Beautiful. Neutral arms and head, hands down, and plank. Hold. Down to the mat, knees, chest, and chin. Chest up, cobra. Hips back, downward dog. Left knee all the way forward. Your hip is sitting on your left heel. Leaning forward initially, then getting onto fingertips, then walking those fingertips back. Hopefully, you're sitting upright. And if you're sitting upright, only then arms up. And maybe you can bend your elbows and try and get your hands behind your shoulder blades. Elbows pointing up, chest facing forward. Neutral arms, neutral neck, hands down, plank, straight line. Tail tucked in, rounded back, rounded upper back. Down to the mat, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, chest up, cobra. Exhale, hips back, down dog. And finally, right knee forward, but crossing the foot inward. You're going to a preparation for a one-legged pigeon or a one-legged royal pigeon. Now, if you like, place a block under the right hip if you need to. If you don't need to, that's perfect. Leaning forward initially, then pushing with fingertips, walking your hands back so you're sitting almost upright. Now, if you're not leaning forward, only then get those arms up. And maybe you can interlock your fingers, elbows bent, curve back. Remember, entirely up to you, but make sure you're facing forward. Yuko, don't turn the chest, face forward. Wonderful. Neutral arms, hands down, lean forward slightly, turn the back toes under and lift off. Plank. Down to the ground, knees, chest, and chin. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Left knee forward, foot crossing inward if you need it, block under the left hip if you need it. And like we always say, leaning forward in the beginning, yeah, so you don't sort of strain or overwork the back right away. That'll also help your hip and your knee a little bit. Lean forward. Now, fingertips, push. Walk your fingers further back. Try and sit upright. If and only if you can, arms up. And maybe elbows bent. Look up, curve back a little bit, just a little bit. Wonderful. Straight arms, hands down, and plank. To the mat, knees, chest, and chin. Inhale, chest up, cobra. Exhale, hips back, down dog. And both knees down. If you like, double fold your mat. We're going to the camel. We'll go one arm first, and then we'll go both hands on your knees. Let's do both of them with one arm first. Right arm up, about eye level. Remember, to make this easier, you can tuck your toes under if you need to do that. Right arm up, turning your chest to the left. Curve back, touch your heel. You're still looking forward. Now, if you can, level your shoulders, drop your head, right arm up, or even better, right arm all the way back. Remember, you decide how deep you want to go. Inhale, return, and sit for a moment. Now let's do exactly the same thing with the left arm up on your knees. Choose how you want to hold your feet. Left arm up, eye level. Turning your chest to the right. There we go. Slight turn. Right arm back. Please keep looking forward. Breathe in and breathe out. Curve back. Touch your heel. Rest on it. Stay there. Push your hips forward. If you can, level shoulders. If you can, left arm up. Now your neck is neutral and go back. You can drop your head all the way back only after the shoulders are neutral. Inhale back up. And that's it. Sit down for a moment. And plank. Hands on the ground. Remember, move slow. No violent movements. Plank. Down to the mat. Knees, chest, and chin. Inhale, chest up in cobra. Exhale, hips back in down dog. Knees down. Once again, going to the camel. First, we'll go heels up. Even if you can do the full thing with your feet pointed, we're going heels up. So, heels up, hands on hips, breathe in, drop your head back, push your hips forward, start the back bend. One hand finds the heel, other hand finds the heel. Now, you're probably leaning behind at this stage. Doesn't matter. As much as you can, push your hips forward. One hand on hip, other hand on hip. Inhale all the way up, head releasing last. And let's go slow. Bum down, hands forward, plank. Down to the ground, knees, chest, and chin. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward dog. on your knees again, but this time with the feet pointed. Point your feet. Now, because we're saying pointed feet, if you can't touch your hands, it's okay. Just keep your hands on your hips. Inhale up. And some of us will just stay here, and that's okay. Breathe in. Lift your chest up. Drop your head back. Start curving. And only if you can, find your heels. Now, of course, you're leaning back a little bit, but then push the hips forward. Really push using your thighs. Push your hips forward. Wonderful. Come on up. Head last. Hips on heels. Hands forward into your plank. And down to the ground. Knees, chest, chin. Inhale, chest up, cobra. Exhale, hips back, down dog. And that's the first set done. Knees down and release. Sit with your legs out in front of you. Okay. Now, the forward bends, not too strong, okay? In fact, we're doing them slightly easy because we're using them as counter poses for the previous sequence. So remember for this, the transition is 1, Dandasana, boat, either straight legs or bent knees, all okay. Boat, all right? Not half boat, no rounding the back, flat back and boat. And then, of course, table. That's the one we're doing. So the transition changes now. Let's do this. Legs out in front of you. Both knees slightly bent. In fact, bent quite a bit. To make it even easier, feet apart. Inhale, reach up for the ceiling. Exhale, go forward, lying down on your thighs. Grab your feet from the side and a bit of a pull. This is really easy. You've bent your knees quite a bit. Inhale, look up. Exhale, release, hands on the side, and let's go transition Dandasana. Knees bent, arms up to shoulder height, lean back slightly, boat. Knees bent, feet on the ground. Remember, keep the feet slightly apart, hands behind you. Inhale, open chest. Exhale, hips up. And release, hips down. Lie down on the ground. Going for a Pavan Muktasana. Fingers interlocked. Both knees up, grab and pull. Keeping your hips on the ground nice and slow, pull your thighs closer towards yourself. Wonderful. Relax a little bit, cross your shins, hold the knees or the feet, roll yourself up into seated position, and start the transition again, Dandasana. Knees bent, arms up to shoulder height, lean back slightly, boat. Feet on the ground. Remember, feet apart, hands behind you. Inhale, open up. Exhale, lift up. Hips down. Wonderful. Changing things a little bit. Legs out in front of you, just slightly bent. And again, to make things easier, feet apart. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, go forward. Lie down on your thighs and a gentle pull off the feet. Inhale, half up. Exhale, release. And again, transition, Dandasana. Boat, Navasana. Knees bent, arms up. Maybe straight legs, maybe bent knees. But remember, it's a flat back. You're not rounding up. Pretend you're pushing your chest forward through your shoulders. Try and get that, and you will reduce the rounding. Release, feet down. Remember, feet apart, hands behind. Inhale, open, exhale, up. And down, palm down. Wonderful. Lie down again. Now, if you want to use the belt, use it. Both legs straight up. Maybe you're just grabbing with the belt. Maybe you're holding on to your toes and just a tiny bit of a pull. You're hoping to keep your lower back and your hips on the ground. So we're not lifting the hips off. That's coming later. But with your hips on the ground, try and pull your legs as much as you can towards you. And it's just a little less than 90 degrees. We're still going really easy and really gradual with these. Maybe you need a belt, maybe you don't. Wonderful stuff. Knees bent, cross the shins, hold the feet, roll up, and transition. Dandasana. Knees bent, boat. Arms forward, lean back. Proper full boat. Navasana, Purna Navasana. Maybe you're leaning back a little bit because your lower back feels safer that way. Maybe you can come closer up into a deeper V, but no rounding, no hunching. Release, feet apart, hands behind. Inhale, chest open. Exhale, hips up. And now you can drop the head back. Down. Beautifully done. And let's go. Legs out in front of you. We've got one more cycle. Absolutely straight legs, if you can manage. Now, the thing is, stop at any stage you like. So I won't say bent knees and go deep. I'll say straight legs and do only what you can. The thing is, as far as possible, you're not pulling, you're walking your hands on the ground and you're sliding forward. And that way you will not pull. You cannot pull if you're not grabbing, correct? That's the idea. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands on the floor, somewhere beside your ankles or something, or even beside your knees. Breathe in, look up, look forward, and breathe out. Let's go. And keep looking slightly forward. Walk with your fingers, go forward. Don't think of this as going down. Go forward, forward as much as you can. Now you can drop your head. Hold the feet, inhale, half up. Exhale, release, and go Dandasana. We still have two more forward bends, just two. Knees bent, now asana, the full boat. Knees bent, feet slightly apart, hands behind you. Inhale, chest and shoulders open. Exhale, lift. Drop the head if you like. Or you can keep it neutral, but don't look forward. And down. Wonderful stuff. Lying down. Use the belt if you need it. Now you're going to pull your feet as much as possible. But remember, at least half the back should be on the ground. All right? So you're not going all the way till your shoulders. At least half the back. Your shoulders, sorry, you shouldn't roll all the way up to your shoulders. Let's go. Legs up. Grab the feet or the big toes. Use a belt if you need it. Now, bit by bit. Now, of course, the deeper you pull, for most of us, the hips will start leaving the ground. The lower back will start leaving the ground, and that's fine. Maximum up to your middle back, no more than that. So, even if you're doing less, that's fine. An upward facing Paschimottanasana. Wonderful. Slowly come back. Bend your knees, cross your shins, hold on to the feet, rolling up. Dandasana again, straight legs. Knees bent, arms forward, boat. Knees bent, feet on the ground, hands behind you. Inhale, chest open, hips up. And down. Here we go, final forward bend for the day, lying down. Starting with bent knees, right leg up, grab the foot or even the big toe, whatever you like. Now, if you can't grab the foot, just grab the shin, that's okay. Once you've got that, left leg straight on the floor, breathe in, breathe out, round it back, head to knee. Remember, your left hand is pretending to reach for the left knee, so left hand is on the thigh. Perfect. Inhale, release. Start with both knees bent. Left leg straight up. Grab the foot or the toe or the calf. Use a belt if you need it. Right leg straight on the ground. Breathe in, breathe out, round up, go head to knee. Right hand on thigh, reaching for the knee. Release. Beautifully done. Both knees bent, cross the feet, roll up, and that finishes the forward bends. Straight legs, Dandasana. Knees bent, arms up to shoulder height, lean back, full boat. Push your chest forward, everyone, so that your neck is more in control. Your lower back is more in control. Maybe you open out slightly, and that's fine, but keep your neck in control. Release, feet apart, hands behind. Inhale, chest and shoulders open. Exhale, hips up. Drop the head back. And release, let it go. Okay, sit back, rest a little bit. Now we're changing things. Now the postures are not too strong. Okay, the postures are really not too strong. We're doing a few twists, but the transition, hopefully that's going to be good fun. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So the transition is slightly different. It's Dandasana with the arms up. Okay, as if that wasn't enough. Now you'll go into the boat. Maybe straight legs, maybe bent knees. Oops, with the arms up. There, not forward, up. So you really need to lift your chest up to get that control. And then finally, hands behind, reverse plank with straight legs. Okay, so those three, that's your transition. Like I said, the postures are relieving the transition. I'm not really sure about. Let's find out. Simple cross legs, right leg in front. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, turn to the right. Go. Come back to the center. And we'll save a little time. Let's do both sides. Left leg in front. Inhale, right arm up. And twist to the left. Beautiful. Come back, and now we'll do that transition. Legs out in front of you. Get into a Dandasana, but then take your arms up. Absolute straight, capital L. Reach for the ceiling. Flat feet, reaching upward. Release, hands down. Knees bent, starting the usual way. Arms forward, legs up. Now really slow. Arms up in line with your back. Once again, try not to hunch. It's a straight line from your fingers to your hips, hopefully. Release. Hands behind you, straight legs this time. Inhale, chest and shoulders open. Exhale, hips up, and just a reverse plank. There's no need to go any higher hips than this. Beautiful, down. And let's change things a little bit. Right leg straight, left knee bent out to the side. Now we'll do two things over here. So basically it's the same thing, but we'll try and go deeper. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, left hand outside the foot and turn to the right. And that's the first one. That's quite simple. Come back to the center. Now here's the second one. Only if you can, you will get your left leg in half lotus. That's only if you can. There's no need to do that. And there's no compulsion to do that. But whether you're doing the half lotus or not, after you cross over, you'll take the right arm around the back and try and grab the shin over here or even the thigh. To make it easier, grab the thigh. Okay? Your choice. If you don't like the half lotus, don't do it. Let's go. Left leg maybe in half lotus, maybe not. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, crossing over. Right arm around the back, slow, no hurry. Go for the thigh. If the thigh is too easy, go for the shin. Release. First releasing the back arm, then coming back to the center, releasing the left leg. Left leg straight, right knee bent. Inhale, right arm up. Right hand crossing over, holding the left foot. Turn. Okay, there. Push. Push left hand into the ground. Turn. And come back to center. If and only if possible, right foot in half lotus, right leg in half lotus. Only if you can do it, if your knee is okay with it. Right arm up. Right hand reaching forward, grabbing the left foot, preferably from outside. Very slow, left arm around the back. Take your time. Travel really slow with these. You don't want to strain the shoulder joint and try and hook the thigh or the shin. Releasing the back arm first. Inhale, come back to center. Release that right leg. And let's do this. Straight legs. Transition time. Dandasan with the arms up. Let it go. Knees bent. Arms forward. Getting into a boat. And then really slow with control. Arms up. In line with the back. No hunching, no stooping. Release. Hands down. Now, straight legs. Hands behind you. Inhale, open chest. Exhale, hips up. Reverse plank. And down. Beautifully done. Final twist. Left leg straight, right knee bent, foot crossed over. And again, we'll do two of these. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, cross over to the right. Right hand behind you and turn as much as you can. Come back to center. Right leg straight. Left knee bent, foot crossed over. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, cross and turn. Come back to the center. Now, again, left leg straight, right knee bent, but this time not crossing the foot over. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, cross and turn. Go walk even deeper with the fingers of the back hand. Turn as much as you can. Push against the right thigh. Turn. Come back. Right leg straight, left knee bent, foot not crossing over. Inhale, right arm up. Cross. Left hand behind you, push. Turning more than before. Walk with the back hand. Come back to center. And that's enough of the twists. Let's do this. Straight legs, Dandasana, with the arms up. Wonderful. Release. Knees bent. Starting just like a normal boat, but then bit by bit, taking those arms up. Remember, you really need to control in the core to get your arms in line with your back. Do not roll behind. Do not lose balance. Release. Beautifully done. Straight legs. Hands behind. Inhale, open up. Exhale, hips up. And down. Wonderfully done. Okay, that's that. Now we've come to the final bit. And again, the postures, we're not going to do them too strong. We're doing laterals, side bends, that sort of stuff, hip openers, that sort of stuff. But here's what the transition looks like. And again, it's going to be tiny bit different here and there. Dandasana. Okay, you know this. But right leg up, down, left leg up for a few seconds, down. That's your Dandasana. Boat is a half boat. Shoulders off the ground, legs off. Okay, rounded feeling. And the reverse plank is not a reverse plank. It's a shoulder bridge. Just that. Okay, just that much. So now that's your transition. Constantly changing things. Sit up, please. Let's start. Soles of the feet touch, knees out to the side. Starting with the butterfly. Now don't overdo this first one. Hands holding onto the feet. Breathe in, look up. And breathe out, go slightly forward. Now, even if you can sort of take your head all the way to the ground, right now there's no need to do that. That's not our aim. We're just trying to teach yourself to lean from the hips, elbows pointing behind, not out to the side. Looking slightly forward will help. Wonderful. Inhale up. And straight legs. I'll just turn sideways to give you a better view. Straight legs. Breathe in. Breathe out. Reach forward. Grab the big toes and a gentle pull back. Not pulling down, pulling away. And release. Okay, transition time. Legs out in front of you. Hands pushing to the ground, Dandasana. Right heel just a couple of inches off the ground. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down. Left leg. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down. Knees bent. Lying down on the ground. Breathe in. Round up. Touch your knees and straight legs if you like. Half boat. Rounded back, rounded shoulders. To make it easier, take your legs higher. Please remember, no strain in the lower back. And instead of the reverse plank, this time you're doing a shoulder bridge. Knees bent, feet slightly apart, arms comfortable. Inhale, open chest. Exhale, hips up. And down. Beautiful. Nice and gentle. Cross your shins, hold the feet, roll up. Soles of the feet touch, knees out to the side. Now, careful, this one's going to require a fair bit of control. Right hand on the ground, left arm straight up. Now, remember, you don't want to lift the left knee. Keep your hips down, breathe in, and curve to the right. Make sure that the left knee stays down. Don't let it rise up this way. Just a little bit, chest facing forward. You feel free to adjust your right hand as you need to. Inhale back up. Wait for a moment. Left hand on the ground, right arm straight up. Breathe in and curving to the left. Remember, not lifting the right knee. Keep your hips open. Inhale back up, hands down. Now lean behind and once again, straight legs. Straddle. Right hand on the ground, inside the shin. Left arm up beside your head. And really slow, sideways, sideways, sideways. Maybe you can grab the foot, maybe you can't. It really doesn't matter. Now, if you're not grabbing the foot, especially so, if you're not grabbing the foot, make sure your top arm and your head are close to each other. So I'll do it wrong for just a second. This dropping the head away is what you don't want. Keep your arm and your head close to each other. Maybe you're grabbing, maybe you're not. Inhale back up. Left hand down on the ground, right arm straight up. And go arm and head close to each other, traveling slow, discovering what you can and what you should do. Chest facing the side, not turning in towards the ground. Slow inhale back up, hands down, and once again, legs out in front of you. Hands pushing to the ground beside the hips, right leg off. 1, 2, do not lean back. 3, 4, and down. Left leg off. 1, 2, 3, and 4, down. Beautiful. Knees bent. Rounded back, half boat. Reach up, straight legs if possible. Down, feet slightly apart, knees bent. Shoulder bridge. Inhale, open chest. Exhale, hips up. Down, release. And good news, guys, final posture. Stay down on the ground, lie down on your left. So, left side down to the floor. We're finishing off with Anantasana, the infinity posture. Left side down, right side up. Right knee towards your shoulder. Right foot, grab with the hand there. If you can't reach for the foot, no problem, grab the shin and go right leg straight up. Now remember, the focus here is balance, not necessarily the stretch. But if the balance is easy, then I'll ask you to increase the stretch. Wonderful. Release and change. Down on the side. Left knee up towards your shoulder. Grab the foot or even the calf. Left leg straight up. Wait. Is your balance okay? Are you happy with the balance? And then maybe let's increase the pull. And release. Beautifully done. And that's it. No need to get into a transition. Release your legs. Lie down on your back. And we'll do a little moving relaxation over here. Knees bent, feet slightly apart. Fingers interlocked under your head. First with a reclining twist. Breathe in. Breathe out. Knees to the right. Inhale up. Knees to the left. Inhale up. Exhale right. Inhale up. Exhale left. Inhale up. Okay, stop for a moment. Hands beside you. Now, quite close to you, chest and shoulders open. Feet together, knees together, and we're finishing off in Kati Uttanasana. So, like the cat pose, this is basically an anterior and a posterior pelvic or a hip tilt. Okay. Remember, do not use your legs for strength. Breathe in, push your chest up to the ceiling. There's a bridge from your shoulders to your hips. You do not lift your hips off the ground. Breathe out, slowly flatten your back, and without using your legs, tuck your tail in. It's a very tiny movement. It's almost invisible. You can't really see it from the front. Release. Inhale, chest up, shoulders and hips down. Exhale, flat back, tail tucked in. So let's say the very bottom part of your hips rolls off the floor without using your legs for help. And one last time. Inhale, chest up. Exhale, flat and tail in. Release, beautifully done. Straight legs, arms comfortable, eyes shut. Relax, we're done. Let's release. Knees bent. Very slow. Drop to the side. Sit yourself in a squat. Breathe in. Breathe out. Hands touch the ground. Nice and slow. Help yourself up. Remember, feet apart when you come up initially. Feet together. Palms together. Breathe in and out.